Drillers baseball is next. And good evening from the AA Texas League. We now send it down to John for our broadcast here on this Sunday night. Well, thank you, Bob, and welcome in everybody to our last home game for the Tulsa Drillers. Well, it's the final game of our 6-game set between the visiting San Antonio Missions and your Tulsa Drillers. Well, we are getting late into this one. We're going to make a little pregame show, short and sweet for you, as we're just ready for this final meetup of the year between the two ball clubs. And so far, we're about ready to go. So here's our pregame show. I'm joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. Good evening. Good evening there, John. An honor once again to see you, as always, my friend. Well, I got to say, the Drillers winning last night by a final 1-0, and that one run held up really good for the Tulsa Drillers. Yeah, even though San Antonio tried to capitalize getting in the run, they had a couple of base hits, but anyway, they couldn't capitalize any further. Yeah, that was pretty much disappointing. So last night, the Drillers 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. For San Antonio, no runs on 5 hits, no errors. And pretty much it was pretty good ball game for the Drillers. And tonight we are about ready to see a finale of this 6-game set. After tonight, Drillers and San Antonio will part ways. The Tulsa Drillers head on the road up to Wichita, take on the Wind Surge there at the porch. Myself and Bob will go back home to San Antonio as the Missions start a Tuesday through Sunday finale against the visiting Springfield Cardinals. And pretty much that will wrap up our regular season for 2024. Well, playoff rounds are about ready to go, and so far we got our 4 finalists. Who are they, Bob? Midland, Frisco, Springfield, and Arkansas are advancing the final 4 in the Texas League playoff rounds. That's right, Bob, and I gotta say, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Amarillo, Northwest Arkansas, Tulsa, and Wichita are the first 6 teams being eliminated after next Sunday's regular season finale. So pretty much our final 4 competitors, Midland from West Texas, Frisco from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then 2 North Division teams, Springfield and Arkansas, are coming in to battle it out for a chance of winning this year's Texas League title, and pretty much it'll be good on that. Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right, and so far we're just ready to see what goes on, and after the regular season, John and I are going up, and we're going to bring live coverage here in the South Division. Our 2 ball clubs, the Rough Riders and Rockhounds, going head-to-head in a matchup or 2. Well, it'll be 2 games up in Frisco, 1 game in Midland, if necessary. And Springfield and Arkansas will have a couple more. And pretty much that would be good as well. Well, anyway, today, on a beautiful day as it is, the Rockhounds win against Amarillo by a final score 7-6, and they win their 81st of the season. That continues their second place position and so far San Antonio knocked down to third place. That's pretty upsetting. Yeah, it is, John. I got to tell you, it really, really is. But anyway, I got to say, well, pretty much, I guess it is what it is, Bob. Yep, and so far, I guess better luck next year. And so far for everybody in the Texas League, playoff tickets for our 4 finalists are going on sale starting Monday evening at the box offices. That's at Frisco and Midland and Springfield and Arkansas. Get your playoff tickets now. And yes, you could probably get your tickets for the championship series rounds, as we will have the final 2 teams battling it out for the Texas League trophy. That's right, Bob. Well, gotta say, on a beautiful evening as it is, sun is going down. It's been one heck of a beautiful day, let me tell you, Bob. And so far, this game about ready to go here on this beautiful Sunday night. Well, anyway, we're just about ready to get started, and so far, we are about ready for the top of the first inning for San Antonio, right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. So we'll return as left fielder Corey Howell will be the first man up for San Antonio right after our break. Well, our right-hander, Eduardo Salazar, will get the call for the final home game of the 2024 season. What do we know, Bob? He's got an 8.25 ERA, a strikeout ratio of 8.2%, and a .327 on that one. Well, left fielder Corey Howell strides in, and we're underway as the first pitch thrown in outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0.
7 o'clock.
We got a few clouds from time to time, but otherwise generally clear as we go through the evening. Out there, the count now 1-1. The pitch count for the starter for San Antonio here tonight, Howell. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 1-2. Pitch outside 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And right there, strike 3 as they'll get Howell for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder, Marcos.
Right fielder is Marcos Castellon as he strides up. Takes a sinker inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, especially with Midland beating Amarillo today by a final score of 7-6. Corpus Christi gets whooped. Not that badly. Final score 6-5 as Arkansas wins the final in that series. There at All-American Ballpark. Arkansas 6, Corpus Christi 5.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In that ball game. Boy, it was pretty good there at beautiful All-American. 1-2 the count now to Castellon, and that is a ground hopper right to the pitcher. Throw the first, and that is out number 2.
Center fielder, Joshua Mears.
Center fielder is Joshua Mears as he gets ready to come on in. Boy, just a beautiful evening, right, Bob? I gotta say, absolutely right. Temperature at 86 degrees here at the top of the first inning. Evidently a few clouds from time to time, but like you said, it is nice and clear this evening, as even though we go through the overnight and into Monday, it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, that's right. 1-2 strikes to count now, and one more hotel visit tonight, right, Bob? Gotta say, that is right, John. We leave for San Antonio first thing tomorrow afternoon. That's right, one more road travel of the season, and evidently Drillers head to Wichita, take on the Wind Surge in a Road 6 finale in the regular. Midland heads to Corpus Christi, Springfield heads to San Antonio. Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas going at it. And that is ball 4, so Mears will get a walk down to first.
The first baseman, Michael.
First baseman is Michael De La Cruz. Comes in and takes a strike in the inside corner, and that's 0-1. Boy, everybody piling in, getting their tickets. One final game tonight here at this ballpark, let me tell you. Yeah, it sure is, John, and we won't see DCJ Field till next year. Till one left on base as we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score through the top half of one. Well, we'll be right back as we get things started. Tulsa coming up to bat. Bottom of the first inning for the Drillers coming up now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, our right-hander, Jose Luis Reyes, coming in. What do we know, Bob? Well, gotta say, John, a 95 on a four-seam slider, changeup, a two-seamer. They're pretty good on top of that as we get things going for the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Drillers,
Chris Allen coming in now as we get things started for the bottom of the Drillers' first inning. First pitch by Reyes is outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Sun starting to set on this beautiful Sunday night. Just absolutely love a beautiful day, and evidently, yeah, we're getting photos from San Antonio. It's been a nice afternoon. Sun was out. It was breezy, 85 degrees. Also getting some pictures in from West Creek Trail Rides, our proud sponsor there in San Antonio. Yeah, I gotta say, a lot of people going horseback riding. That was really awesome. Keep sending in your photos from that place, and boy, just you get a couple of tickets to a free missions game and stuff. You know, any voucher that you get is $200 for next year.
batting second. The second
2025, all voucher books are worth $200. That's pretty nice. Taylor Young coming in now for Tulsa. Takes a strike inside, and it's 0-1. Plus memberships are coming in, and season ticket holders are getting their tickets in the first day of March when they go on sale. March 1st, our very first week, that all Texas League teams are selling tickets to the opening sets of the start of first half seasons. Yeah, that's right, John. And gotta say, get yours on March 5th or March 1st, 2025. Yeah, you were about to say March 5th. I was? Yeah, duh. You're funny, Bob. You crack me up. Yeah, I'm glad I can make you laugh at some point. Devin Keith coming in now. Takes outside ball 2. Count now 2-0 to him. Well, another work week for us all. And yeah, so far a lot of college football fans out there. First baseman is Griffin Lockwood Powell. And well, so far my parents would be out in their living room watching Texas A&M, OSU, Oklahoma State, Ohio State. You know, there'd be a lot of college football teams out there. And usually start as September rolls right in. Pretty much as baseball season begins to wind down. Now and high in the air, straight away left center, and that's up to Mears as he'll make the grab for the final out here in this half inning. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for the Drillers. That's one inning in the books tonight. The second inning for San Antonio, about ready to go, as the Gold Glove winner of this year, Graham Polley, steps in for the start of the top of the second for San Antonio. So back for more baseball on this Sunday night. No score, 3-1. Top of the second inning for San Antonio, ready to go here in the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, third baseman Graham Polley steps in. Thank you, Bob. And welcome in back to our Sunday night broadcast as we're underway. Top of inning number 2 for the Missions. Polley takes down and in, 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball.
That one right there, again, 2 balls, no strikes, the same place where he threw the first one. Boy, and Polley got a good 2-0 start. Pretty good. That is fouled off. The count now 2-1. So if you enjoyed your weekend with us, we're glad that you did. Came out to the ball game, had a good time. Evidently, Tulsa has not been to San Antonio in over 3 years. Can you believe that, Bob? Yeah, I know. That's kind of crazy. 3-2 thought it was ball 4. And right there, and they'll get him out on a strikeout. Well, I thought it was ball 4, but evidently he thought wrong, and pretty much all it is. You know, we've had COVID in 2020, but ever since the major leagues are altering the schedules where Tulsa is not going back to San Antonio. They won't be back for next year. Hopefully in 2026 they'll make a decision to let them go back in. And evidently the Missions get to go to Tulsa. You know, Arkansas and Tulsa are the only 2 teams in the Texas League that don't go to San Antonio in 2025. That's right there, straight away up to second. They get them out, and that is the 3rd out of this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for San Antonio here in this half inning. Bottom of 2 coming up, and it's no score through 2.5. Griffin Lockwood Powell is getting ready to come in as we lead off the bottom of the 2nd when we come back. Bottom half of the 2nd inning for the Drillers coming up right now. Well, Griffin Lockwood Powell coming in now for the bottom of 2 for Tulsa. The pitch. Right inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, nighttime is fastly approaching us here in this evening. Final game of our meetup tonight. Last season home game for the Drillers and the fans here tonight. As I said before, Arkansas and Tulsa does not go to San Antonio, but San Antonio goes to these 2 ball club organizations. They'll have 3 North divisions: Springfield, Northwest Arkansas, and Wichita, following the rest of the South Division like Midland, Amarillo, Corpus Christi, Frisco, and so on. There's only 9 ball clubs will head to San Antonio, or should I say 8. 9 and 10 ball teams are out. That's high fly in the air up to left, and that's out number 1. Well, San Antonio getting a start Friday, April 4th through the 6th. That's the first opening day weekend. So when tickets go on sale or you become a season ticket holder, make sure you go to missionsbaseball.com and get your tickets for that home opener, and so far it'd be pretty good as well. Dalton Rushing coming in now as we get things going. That is chop foul. The count now 1-1. So hopefully in 2026 is when Arkansas and Tulsa will head to San Antonio. I mean, hopefully they will. If Major League Baseball will say, yes, let's let these teams go back, that'd be pretty good as well. That is straight to left center. hit. And he's got a double. So Rushing has a 1-out double for the Drillers here tonight. Doing pretty good. That was a straight-away center base knock right there, Bob. Yeah, it sure was. Brandon Lewis coming in as here's the first pitch to him in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, beautiful night, right, Bob? Gotta say, absolutely yes. The sun is beginning to set here. It's a really good night for the San Antonio Missions and Tulsa Drillers here at DCJ Field. Yeah, it sure is. Well, I gotta say, the Missions won't be back here until next August. Evidently a 6-game set for the San Antonio Missions taking on Springfield. And then after that, the road travel to Tulsa. Yeah, for sure, John. But anyway, pretty good. The 0-2. That is up to left, and that's getting down for a base hit. Howell throws in, and the run in to score from second. And the Drillers will score first. It's 1-0. In now is third baseman Logan Wagner as he comes in. And that's a slow roller. The second baseman done to Ditter, but he drops it. Boy, and that would have been an error thinking on the shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter. Boy, 2 away, and I would have called an error on that shortstop for San Antonio, Bob. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that call. That would be a E6 on the play. And so far, San Antonio should get an error on that one. They dropped the ball, and that one was pretty much in play. And pretty much they get an out, but what the heck? No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first and 2 away. Drillers up 1-0 in this ball game. That is fouled in the way. The count now still remains the same at 0-2. 0-2. That is high in the center field area. And they can't get there as they'll bounce the wall. A ground rule double. Boy, I tell you what, that is just rough around the edges. You're trying to get there and you can't even get that fastball. And now you got runners at second and third, still 2 away. 9-hole hitter Chris Newell coming up now. And that is going to be crushed. High in the air up to right. It is gone, a home run. And Tulsa gets the lead. It's 4-0. Boy, I tell you one thing, John. He is really coming in unclutched hitting tonight. Yeah, for sure. One thing after another. These boys in Double-A, they know how to hit. So far, it is pretty good. Well, next batter up is Chris Allen as he comes in. Ready to go for the Tulsa Drillers tonight. That one is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Drillers 4, San Antonio nothing. Bottom of 2 here tonight here in good old Drillville. Sure love it. Got a great crowd. One more season home game here at DCJ. That's right there in the end for a count now 1-1. This park is now under Driller control. like our home ballpark in San Antonio is missions controlled, and so far pretty good. Now evidently, Bob, there's rumor going around that 2028 could be a new relocation for the San Antonio missions. Yeah, that's what all of us have been hearing, and so far I don't think it's true or not. KSAT 12 there in San Antonio reports fake news, but hopefully it'll be good. Well, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they don't leave anybody on base. To the top of the third we go. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in for San Antonio right after the break. Well, about ready for the top of the third for San Antonio here tonight on the Drillers Baseball Network. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in. Boy takes a strike inside, and it's 0-1 the count now. Boy, a beautiful evening. Few clouds. That one is fouled off to the left area. And that is out of play for a strike. It's 0-2. 4-0 Drillers. Top of 3. Again sends it foul. Boy, number 10 Ray Patrick Ditter, the shortstop, trying to get that one straightened up and stuff. Oh, even for a home run. That is up there. Shortstop has a throw, and he gets him by a footstep right there. Terrific play. Boy, Brandon Valenzuela coming in now. As he's ready to go. Boy, already weather feeling nice and breezy, and I gotta say, Bob, the holidays are coming. You know, next month is Halloween. I can't believe it. Kids getting ready to go out trick-or-treating, and so far Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's following in. Yeah, for sure, John. It's going to be pretty good. 2025 should be a good year for all of us, hopefully. And that's going to be up to Wright. Right fielder will make the grab, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey.
Left fielder Corey Howell coming in. He's 0 for 1. Boy, strikeout in the first is 0 for 1. And the pitch. That is up to left, and that's a base hit. Well, for the season finale for everybody else, Corpus Christi, Amarillo, San Antonio, Northwest Arkansas, and Wichita. Their home games, final 6 of everybody. Well, pretty good right there as the teams I mentioned have their final 6. That is right there up the center, and that's a base hit. So 2 back-to-back hits, 2 away in this half inning. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in. Boy, set the going inside for a strike. It's 0-1. You know, Bob, I pray that next year in 2025 will be the best year ever. I mean, even though we all look at Arkansas and Tulsa not coming to San Antonio next year, it's kind of sad. Well, due to the fact of that, and 2020 is pretty much when all the pandemic started for COVID, and pretty much that was just rough around the edges. Ouch, and they get rung up, and so far that will do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left for San Antonio here in this half inning. Drillers lead 4-0. Taylor Young leads off the bottom of the 4th for the Drillers on this final home game of the season here in good DCJ Field. The Drillers 4, San Antonio nothing. Well, we head to the bottom of the 3rd for the Drillers right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. Taylor Young coming in now for Tulsa, 2, 3, and 4. Due up for the bottom 3 in this ball game tonight. We've got to say, it is going to be a next year before these 2 teams meet each other face to face. Right inside for a cold strike. It's 0-2. So, starting August in 2025, San Antonio having that 6-game set with Springfield and road series with the Drillers right after that. Right there, De La Cruz. Reyes getting in. He gets the first, and that is a terrific play as the pitcher covers that first base area for out number 1. Devin Keith coming in now. Boy, a good night here for these two ball clubs. Castellon in right makes the grab, and that's out number 2. No, 2026 should be a better year for these ball clubs to meet head-on. Even though Tulsa and San Antonio should greet each other at least 12 times in 1 year, just like Arkansas and the Missions have 6 in San Antonio, 6 in Arkansas. Then Drillers and Missions should greet each other at our ballpark than their ballpark. It would be the exact opposite of what it is right now. Yeah, I know, John, but evidently Major League Baseball doesn't want this until probably 2026. Who knows? Well, play made up to right field. Castellon gets the third and final out here in this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Drillers as we head for the 4th inning. And Tulsa leads it 4-0. Michael De La Cruz leads it off for San Antonio in the 4th inning when we come back. Top of the 4th inning for San Antonio right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, we head to the 4th. Michael De La Cruz coming in now. We're set to go here in this half inning. The pitch. That is right up to right, and that is going to get in for extra bases. Going to first, going to second. De La Cruz gets a stand-up double. Beautiful.
The third baseman.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, he really had that stand-up double right where he wanted it. And now they're going to get in some pretty good runs if they continue base hits the way it is. Well, third baseman Graham Polly stepping in. Runner at second, nobody out. You know, John, I was thinking about that San Antonio Mission Stadium that we have right now. Yeah, what about it? Well, evidently with a new baseball stadium that they're saying 2028 would be a good idea. Well, Bob, don't you think we're 4 years away from that? I mean, we got 2025, 26, 27. Right there, strike 3. That will be out number 1 as they get the strikeout on Graham Polly. Well, I got to say, John, if San Antonio doesn't get this ball stadium, then they'll be booted from the Texas League list. Line drive up to center, and that's a base hit. Here comes a runner from second in to score as he gets in.
Now back, second baseman.
And now it's a 4-1 trail. Tulsa leads by 3. Well, San Antonio trailing by 3. Second baseman Lucas Dunn comes in. That one is deep to left. That's going to hit the wall, and that's going to get in. Runner from first coming to the plate in to score, and he comes in as the second one, and that's an RBI double for San Antonio. Ray Patrick Ditter coming in now as, boy, he comes in 4-2 our score, top of the fourth. Drillers lead by 2 against San Antonio. So yeah, Bob, I was pretty much understanding what you said about the missions getting eliminated from the Texas League list. Well, somebody else would have been getting eliminated. What about the wind surge? Nah, Bob, I mean, I don't think that Wichita would give up their team from New Orleans. That one is high in the air, and that's going to get down extra bases. That's another run in to score, and that's another RBI double.
The batter, the catcher, Brandon.
Boy, you're getting pretty good out here at DCJ Field, right, John? Man, it sure is. But, I think about it, Elmore, they need to do renovations to the ballpark that we have. I mean, besides spend $160 million for a new one, I think really they should keep the existing ballpark and let us play another 10 years in that one. That'd be pretty good to 2040.
Number 61.
Well, Ricky Vanasco coming in as he gets ready to go. Four-seam 12-6 curve, a changeup. I don't know about that, John. I mean, to tell you one thing, 2040 is not promised for the Bulk Stadium. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Bob, maybe they'll get something going here for us and maybe knock down a few buildings and say, hey, let's save the San Antonio Missions from getting eliminated. And that is up to right center, and that's going to get down for another base hit. That's the lead evaporated, and now it's tied at 4-4.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey Howell.
Corey Howell coming in now as he gets things going. Boy, really starting to go after it. And that's in for a strike to the leadoff hitter for San Antonio, Corey Howell. 1-for-2 single in the third inning. And there's another one. That's deep to left. Looking up, and it's down. And the Missions got 3 back-to-back RBI triples. Boy, this ball game is getting away from Tulsa, and I got to say, that was a point of experience. Boy, these guys ain't done yet. So San Antonio takes the lead, 5-4. As we're still in the 4th inning of work here tonight. Getting dark, and stadium lights are now illuminating the field, and pretty nice when you come out to the ball game. We should have a full house here this evening. No balls, 1 strike to Marcos Castellon. He comes, he bunts, and that is foul. And the count now 0-2. Boy, looking in. Here he goes again. And that is fouled off. So that will be strikeout right there for him.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And that is out number 2. Center fielder is Joshua Mears. Up to center. And that's the inning. Well, 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And at least 1 left on. Bottom half of the 4th coming up. San Antonio leads it 5-4. Back here for the fourth inning coming up when we get things started as Dalton Rushing will lead it off for Tulsa. Back here in the flash when we come back. We're now heading into the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Drillers. Right now, the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Dalton Rushing coming in now as it's 5, 6, 7 due up bottom 4
0-1.
here for Tulsa. Takes in a strike at 0-1. Boy, nighttime on us, and got to say nice and breezy. That's high fly in the air up to left. Howell getting under it, makes the grab, and that is out number 1.
Now back, the designated hitter, Brandon.
Designated hitter is Brandon Lewis. 1-for-1 single RBI tonight for him. The pitch. That's in for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count now at the pitch. Fouled off, and he'll see another. 37 strikes, 8 balls, 45 for Jose Luis Reyes. Boy, just coming in a lot. Tulsa in this series took 4 out of this 6. Trying to make it a straight even 5, allowing San Antonio to win just 1. Mission's trying to avoid that. Escape with 2 and just allow Tulsa to have its 4. No balls, 2 strikes in this one. Strikeout right at the knees, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Logan Wagner.
Well, third baseman Logan Wagner coming in, 0-for-1, ground out and a run. About sponsors waving hello from San Antonio. Hello, West Creek Trail Rides and good old Spring Creek Stables there in San Antonio. Absolutely love them places. They are nice. That is up there, and that's going to be a 2-out double to Wagner. So far, just a good, inviting place. Like West Creek, it is a nice place. So, you love riding them horses. And I do make it my own hobby. Let me tell you that, Bob. I mean, pretty good. And as we get into the closer off season, as we're pretty much done with baseball and live streams and all types of stuff, that's pretty much going to be what I'm going to do. Center fielder Mears will make the grab, and that is out number 3. So they strand a runner at second, as that will end the 4th inning. San Antonio leading it 5-4. On to the 5th in this one. De La Cruz, Pauly, and Murphy will get things started as we enter the 5th inning coming up. Top of the fifth inning for San Antonio right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Oh, gotta say, Bob, Midland winning 81. 1 o'clock this afternoon. Boy, they walked it off as Jack Winkler came in and got the winning run home. That's pretty good. Yeah, sure is, John. That guy in the Midland Rockhounds prospect of the A's was really exceptional as he came through. 2 outs, and he had a runner at second. He came in, bam, he whacked it. That is up to right and over the fence as that will get through for a home run. Michael De La Cruz comes in and scorches that one out of the ballpark, and that is a 6-4 lead for San Antonio. Yeah, Jack Winkler winning that ball game. Final 7-6 against Amarillo. Arkansas wins against Corpus Christi 6-5 there at All-American Ballpark. And there's another one. Deep to right. Watch it go. Hi-ya! Get punched in the guts. Boy, howdy. You sound like you're getting whooped by Chuck Norris or something. And that's for sure there, Bob. So, 2 back-to-back jacks. And San Antonio now leads 7-4, 3 runs ahead of the Tulsa Drillers. Boy, and that one, 394 foot, over 102.5 exit velocity on that one. Now with the 2 home runs and a bullpen now coming into action, Kevin Gowdy is getting in for the Drillers as the manager did not like what was going on, so that will pull out the first pitcher of the game. Ty Murphy greeting up Gowdy as he comes in 1 for 2, single RBI and a run. Boy, it's a beautiful night. Moon is out. Stars, I gotta say, love it. That's in for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Murphy. Here's pitch to him. Straight to center. Center fielder will run it down. Out number 1.
The batter number 22, second baseman.
Second baseman Lucas Dunn, 1 for 2, double RBI and a run. Boy, I tell you what, I called my dad today, and they were up in Brownwood, Texas. Well, that's not too far from here. How far is that? That's about 5 hours from Tulsa. That one up to right center. And the center fielder will run it down. And boy, he had to hustle after that one for out number 2.
Ray Patrick Ditter.
You know, shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter, 1 for 2, RBI and a run. In his last at-bat. A lot of fans from San Antonio taking some pictures and sending that to West Creek Trail Rides and also our San Antonio Missions Facebook page. They sure enjoy the horseback riding and a lot of good people and
No balls, 2 strikes.
a lot of people that will help our people excel. That's what HOPE stands for, Bob. Wow. That's pretty good, John. It sure is. That one deep to left, and that's the inning. 2 home runs that lead to a back-to-back. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave no one on base. 5.5 complete. San Antonio leads it 7-4. So Chris Newell will lead it off. When we come back, It's the San Antonio Missions 7, the Tulsa Drillers 4. Bottom of the fifth coming up for the Drillers, and we're right now in that one. Well, I got to say, Bob, before we get started in this half inning, boy, Jack Winkler has gotten a gold glove from Midland today, and boy, that Amarillo and Midland ball game at 1 o'clock, a beautiful day in Midland there at Franco Park. Well, we do have a day game, and that's next Sunday, our last game against Springfield, as we get ready to wrap up the 2024 second half regular season. But evidently, we are going to be a road travel as we'll head to Midland, and pretty much we are going to live broadcast our final four ball clubs that are Texas League finalists, and pretty much we'll leave San Antonio, we'll head to Midland, and pretty much the Rockhounds will take on the Rough Riders, and Springfield taking on Arkansas. So best of two to the final four ball clubs, and game three if necessary, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But anyway, we lead off the bottom of the fifth inning as Chris Newell coming in for the Drillers. And before the bottom of the fifth gets underway, we're going to have a pitching change for the Missions. Carter Lowen, a four-seam fastball, slider, cutter, changeup, sinker, comes into this ball game. Lowen now pitching in for San Antonio in this one. 7-4 is Chris Newell, 9-1-2, bottom of 5 for the Drillers. That one is deep to left. Howell under this one. Makes a grab, and that's out number 1. Just remember, season tickets and season holders who get their tickets, regular season tickets, will go on sale March 1st, 2025. Pretty good right there. Chris Allen coming in as he hits that one out of play foul, and it's 0-1 to count. Boy, this ball game halfway over, and got to say, a little more fun here at DCJ Field for the year. That is high flying bases. Mears intercepts up and left, and that's going to be a one-out double to Eileen. He slides safely into second. And boy, the Drillers in San Antonio tonight are hitting a lot of good home runs and hard-hit balls and stuff, right, Bob? Well, I got to say, John, they absolutely are. They're having a good night tonight. And so far, it's anybody's ball game at the end of this one, for sure. Taylor Young comes in. Boy, takes that one outside, and home plate umpire called that one for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, Gino Cowhouse What the heck is that? Oh, what type of name is that? What, cow house? Well, how many cows you got in there? I don't know. How many? Couple. Boo. Oh, that's funny, Bob. You crack me up. What, now we got barnyard animals in here? Yeah, probably. How about a donkey? Eeyaw! Eeyaw! Here's a one, too. And boy, that is blistered up to left. And that's going to hit the wall. And the runner from second going and in to score as Taylor Young delivers an RBI double. Tulsa still trails this game by 2. San Antonio leading the 2 runs. And yeah, gotta say pretty good on that one. Devin Keith coming in as he leads it off. 3, 4, and potential 5 coming in. Boy, just a base hit gets things going, right, Bob? I gotta say, John, right on this. On that one. But you know, Bob, I know that Arkansas and Tulsa doesn't go to San Antonio next year. But, hey, you know, how would you like to do a little road traveling next year? Can we go to Arkansas? Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. You know, just get on the plane and fly and get up to All-American Ballpark, and that'd be really good. Yeah, for sure. Well, no balls, and let's see, 1 ball, 1 strike the count now. Runner at second. That is lifted high to center. Mears getting under it, makes a grab, and no reinforce at second. As that will be a runner just holding off in that one. Griffin Lockwood Powell coming in now. Number 20 is out there as second scoring position. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, I tell you, for these 2 ball clubs, they are my absolute favorites, from the LA Dodgers, Tulsa, to the Padres affiliation to San Antonio. The 0-1. That is high in the air, up to left. Howell in pursuit makes the grab, and that ends the inning. But Taylor Young gets an RBI double on this play right here, as they still trail this game as ending 5. San Antonio leading 7-5 as we go to the 6th. Brandon Valenzuela leads it off 9-1-2 as we head to the 6th inning. San Antonio leading it 7-5. Top of the 6th inning for San Antonio right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Brandon Valenzuela coming in. Thank you there, Bob. 9-1-2, top of 6. That is deep to right field. The right fielder will get up there and makes the play for out number 1. Corey Howell, 2 for 3, double single RBI here tonight for San Antonio. Boy, just a really good ball game. Both sides are really good. This ball game comes to a immaculate type thing. Aaron Oceanbine and John Rooney coming in, a righty and a lefty, getting warmed up in the Drillers bullpen. No balls and one strike, the pitch. That is deep to center. Center fielder running after it, makes it in front of the warning track.
Now batting.
And that is out number 2.
Castanon.
Marcos Castellon is 1 for 3, single in the third. So yes, I will be doing a lot of horseback riding in our off season. And pretty much it's going to be really fun. Yeah, for sure. Horseback Riding Adventures, one of the greatest YouTube original series that you have ever made. Yeah, for sure.
4-2 is the count.
One of the best shows on TV that will soothe the mind and that would drive all related things that are negativity away from the human mind. That is for sure. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. Bottom of 6 coming up. San Antonio leading it 7-5. Dalton Rushing will lead off the bottom of 6 when we come back here tonight. So stay tuned. We got more Drillers baseball coming up. Bottom of the 6th inning for Tulsa coming up right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Dalton Rushing coming in now is 5-6-7. Bottom of 6. The pitch by Lowen, and that is fouled off, and it's 0-1. Still enough time for you to come out to tonight's ball game and so far to catch a little more action here in this homestand and final home season game here in good old DCJ Field. I gotta say, John, we are going to part ways after these two teams finish off tonight. That's right, Bob, and gotta say, San Antonio heads home just like we do. We go back to San Antonio and get ready for next week against Springfield. Tulsa heads to Wichita. Right there, strike 3 in the inside corner, and that's out number 1. Boy, backward K for Lowen. He gets that one in and gets his man out for out number 1. Here's Brandon Lewis, 1 for 2. And the pitch.
Nope.
Right there outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One 0 delivery. Down and in the inside corner, and that's 1-1. Lowen now at 18 pitches, and I think the manager and pitching coach are looking at our San Antonio reliever. And, yep, they're going to have to probably go out there and talk to him. That is deep to right. And that's going to be a 1-out double for Lewis. Boy, and Tulsa just trying to take this one away from San Antonio. And there's going to be the pitching coach going out to the mound now as Lowen is probably going to get pulled in this one. And so far the manager is on his way out as well. Javian Sandridge coming in as four-seam fastball, a slider, a curveball. He's got 3 pitches to choose from. So left-hander will fill in for San Antonio here this evening. Third baseman Logan Wagner meets up Javian Sandridge. New pitcher from San Antonio as well. That is fouled off, and the count now 0-1. 1 for 2 double and a run by Wagner here for Tulsa. I'd say pretty good for the Drillers here for both sides. And that's the count now 0-2. San Antonio 7-5, bottom of 6. Runner at second, tying run at the plate. The pitch. Right there, strike 3. Youch. Get him down on a strikeout, and there's 2 away. Shortstop Noah Miller coming in now. Number 23 awaits on the scoring position area there at second. 1 ball and no strikes to count now. Well, is that a goat chain on Javian Sandridge? Yeah, I think it is, John. It looks pretty good on him. Yeah, it sure does. It's a 1-0. That's high fly in the air, and that is out of play foul. You know, I've seen a lot of Padre players there at Petco Park in San Diego. And boy, they get, like, if they hit a couple home runs, they get a gold chain with a $sign on it. Wow. I mean, real authentic gold. I mean, really. You know, a lot of players that are up in the majors get also a pretty good amount of money because you have people that get going on that. Yeah, I know. They gamble and they get in to see who can hit the most home runs in a season. Yeah, right. Well, no runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left for Tulsa. 7th inning coming up. San Antonio leading at 7-5. Mears, De La Cruz, and Pollock will lead it off when we come back. Top of the 7th inning for San Antonio right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. 3-4-5, Joshua Mears coming in now for San Antonio. First pitch in for a strike, it's 0-1. 3 more in this one, Bob. I got to say, John, absolutely right. That one deep to center, and that's going to get down extra bases. And that's a stand-up double by Joshua Mears. Man, he really blistered that ball. Put the bat to it. Then really just got something going. Yeah, he sure did. Michael De La Cruz coming in now. That one straight away center. And here comes a runner from second. He tags up, heads to third, ahead of the throw, and boy, that was awfully close. Boy, they nearly got him on that play.
The batter, the third baseman, Graham Pauley.
Third baseman Graham Pauley coming in now. He's a solo home run in the 5th inning. Boy, the 8th run for San Antonio is 90 feet from scoring in. Base hit right here, get him in. And that is deep to left. Run number 8 comes in. And that's an RBI double for Pauley.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Make it an 8-5 ball game. Boy, just getting to be a pretty good evening here in this one. Ty Murphy, the designated hitter, strides up now. Runner a second, 1 away. 8-5. San Antonio getting a RBI double. Pretty good as they'll keep the lead upward and try to stay out of the grasp of Tulsa. That deep to center. Center fielder will have it, and boy, he's not going to have any second thoughts. He's going to have to retreat back to second. So good idea is they'll try to hold him off. It's like trying to hold a horse from eating hay on trail rides. Aren't you training some horses up there in San Antonio? Yeah, I sure am. But evident there. Here comes a runner, and they got him. He's out at the plate. Boy, and that was a big, serious move as they get the guy out. And instant replay says, yep, they apply the tag, and that's the inning. So 1 run in to score for San Antonio and a couple of base hits. No errors and 1 left. To the bottom of the 8th we go. San Antonio leads at 8-5. As Chris Newell will lead it off in the bottom of 7 when we return. All right, bottom of the 7th inning, and yes, we do have a home stretch inning going on. Hello there, how you doing? Anyway, our score 8-5 as San Antonio leading this ball game. And we got Chris Newell up to plate now. Javian Sandridge now coming in towards his second inning in relief pitching. Pitch. That is deep to right. And that ball's carrying right there at the wall as he makes the running grab. And boy, that was right in the corner. By golly. Yeah, bottom of 7 here tonight. DCJ Field here in Tulsa. Chris Eileen coming in now as he takes that one high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Is a 1-0, and that is right in the inside corner. That's a strike 1-1. Here's a pitch to him, and that one's high fly in the air up to right, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Castellon getting that one, and that's going to be a 1-out double for Alain. Boy, he blistered that one there, John. He did. Getting that one going. He sure had it right in place. Now here is Taylor Young as he comes in. That one is deep to left. And that's going to fall down for a base hit. And that is the 6th run for Tulsa. And now they are trailing San Antonio 2 runs. So pretty good. Devin Keith coming in 0 for 3 of the night. Tying run. And that is going to be blistered. And that's going to get up to the right field area. And it looks like that's going to be a RBI double. As now they're closing the gap and trailing San Antonio just 1 run. It's 8-7. Boy, and these boys come to play. They really are hitting the ball and getting something going here, John. Yeah, they sure are, Bob. I gotta tell you. Well, they're going to get a mound visit, and so far pitching coach coming out and seeing what's going on. Griffin Lockwood Powell coming in as they're going to wait for him.
Now pitching for San Antonio.
Well, Sean Reynolds coming in. 4-seam fastball slider, 2-seamer as well. Reynolds now pitching in for San Antonio here this evening. 3rd guy in relief. Trying to stop the bleeding and stop the drillers from where they're at. And the pitch. That's inside for a strike. It's 0-1. So, yep, I am going to be riding a lot of horses during the off-season, and so far just enjoying myself, having a good time, and yes, we are prepared to vote on November 5th, and so far got Trump and J.D. Vance coming in against Tim Walz and Harris. Pretty much 2-on-2. That's a good one right there, right, Bob? I got to say, John, absolutely right. Let's make baseball great again and make America great again. That's right. Castellon gets there, makes the grab, and no runner goes from second without authorization, as that is out number 2. And all knowingly that pretty soon it'll be the first week in November when we have daylight savings time, and that is Sunday, November 3rd, and then Election Day, November 5th. 2 days prior to the daylight savings time where it gets dark earlier than anticipated. Aren't you hanging up Christmas lights on November 1st? Yep, I am. I start and leave them up 2 months early. Here's the 1-0, and that one's going to be drilled. High fly in the air, and Castellon makes the grab to end the inning. Well, that will do it as a couple of runs in to score as the Drillers trail San Antonio 8-7 as we head to the 8th inning. Ray Patrick Ditter, the shortstop, coming in now for San Antonio, gets ready to bat in the 8th inning. We're back here for more baseball as we get ready to go here in the top of the 8th for San Antonio. Our score is the San Antonio Missions 8, Drillers 7. Top of the 8th inning for San Antonio right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Ray Patrick Ditter coming in now as 8-9-1 due up top of the 8th inning for San Antonio here. That is deep to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he better hurry, get up in there, and he's up for a double. Last 2 games of our last home game of the season for Tulsa. And pretty much been a fun ride, right, Bob? Yeah, we've had a good time being away from San Antonio for a while. Even though when we had our last game against Midland a couple weeks ago. Yeah, for sure. Valenzuela 1 for 3 tonight. He's had a double RBI and a run. And the pitch. That is deep to right center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And San Antonio gets another run to compensate them for a couple runs being lost. Yeah, for sure. I mean, boy, these guys are coming in to hit in this final game.
Number 62, Aaron Oceanbine.
Well, Aaron Oceanbine coming in now for the Tulsa Drillers. Well, meeting up with the left fielder for San Antonio, Corey Howell, 2 for 4, double single RBI. Boy, pretty good night, but yeah, we got post-game fireworks up in our center field area after this ball game. So our last fireworks Sunday is presented by our great friends there, Dr. Pepper.
Right fielder, Marcos.
One away, Marcos Castellon coming in, 1-for-4 single in the third inning. Boy, just a good night there in, I think in Dallas, where the Rough Riders are in. What the heck was that? We're going to have to stop right there because we just heard some gunshots. And yep, we're going to have to take a quick pause as we are in a, I don't know what was that, but holy mackerel. We heard that. We are going to be getting into some cover, and I think we are going to be getting down because I don't know if you guys heard that bang, 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 bang. I don't know what that was. I think somebody is firing off a gun. I don't know what, but boy, it sure sounded scary. Yeah, we're probably going to have to go check our front door and stuff and see what's going on. I don't know, Bob, but anyway. Well, that gave me a little bit of a scare. I'm going to look out and see what we got. Probably a car backfiring or I don't know what, Bob. I don't know, John. Well, it sure sounded scary. So you heard it, right? Yep. See a couple of people. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get back to our game and stuff. Joshua Mears coming in as 2 outs, a runner as second. And the pitch. That is high flying in the air up the center. Giving chase, and he makes the running grab. And that will do it. But Brandon Valenzuela gets a run in to score for San Antonio. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Missions hold a 9-7 lead in this ball game. Bottom half, then Lewis will lead it off for Tulsa when we come back. Bottom half of the 8th inning for the Drillers here in this ball game. Well, Brandon Lewis coming in now for the Tulsa Drillers. 6, 7, 8 due up in this one. That is popped foul. The count now 0-1. Well, we've got 1.5 more baseball innings to do. And so far, this final home season game for Tulsa will end. That is up. Shortstop Detter intercepts. De La Cruz gets it. As the shortstop delivers the birthday present to him, he gets him out at first. Third baseman Logan Wagner coming in. 1 for 3, double and a run. So far, it's been a pretty good weekend. We all had a beautiful time coming out, enjoying baseball. We're just super excited that you guys are coming in. And
Nope, that's down.
That's down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch clock violation. A 10-second timer on there. Boy, it really gets to you when you think about it. Here's a 1-0. Nope. Down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 delivery. That is lifted up to left field. Howell running after it makes the grab, and boy, he had to get a lot of hustle in. As that is out number 2. 8-hole batter, Noah Miller coming in. 1 for 3, double and a run. And that is right there. And that's going to be a base hit up to right field and to Castellon. Boy, now tying run is up now for the Drillers. Chris Newell coming in. Well, this has been one heck of a ride, and for us here in Tulsa tonight, I say it's been nice coming here and getting out of town for a while. Well, we go back home to San Antonio first thing in the morning, have a little breakfast, and get ready for a Tuesday through Sunday finale there in San Antonio against Springfield. Yeah, that for sure, John.
Inside, ball 1.
Inside, that is ball 1, 1-1. These two teams will part ways. Tulsa heads to Wichita. San Antonio heads back home, taking on Springfield. Midland is up in Corpus Christi. And then we have Frisco going to Amarillo.
Ball, that's in.
So 1 more week of baseball, 6 games left of the Texas League regular season. Here's the 2-1. That's in for a strike, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
So anyway, next Sunday will be it. San Antonio, Springfield, and pretty much those two teams will be a 105 start on that day. And that is down. Lucas Dunn picks it up right to De La Cruz, inning over. So no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left as we go to the 9th inning here tonight. San Antonio leads it 9-7. We're going to have a new arm. A lefty will come in as we'll get things started here for the top of the 9th for San Antonio. Back for more baseball on this Sunday night here at DCJ Field. It's San Antonio 9, Drillers 7. Well, Texas League Baseball returns as we head to the ninth inning for San Antonio right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, anyway, I got to say, we do have a final score coming in as the Frisco Rough Riders have lost that game, and their final, Wichita will win that one in the final score through 10 innings. It is the Wichita Wind Surge 4, Frisco Rough Riders 2. Well, they've had a pretty good time there at home, and so far, Rough Riders and Tulsa and even Arkansas as well. Midland, well, 4 ball clubs getting in, and so far it's pretty good in that one. Well, anyway, we head to the top of the ninth inning for San Antonio, and John Rooney getting the call for the ninth inning.
Leading off for San Antonio.
Michael De La Cruz, the first baseman, coming in, 2 for 4, home run, double RBI. Boy, time is 9:28 p.m. That is up to left. Boy, and he's going to get one out right there. Well, that third baseman stopped it from getting up to a left field hit. Third baseman Graham Polly stepping in now. Even though for Frisco being the first place winners, they'll take on Midland. Springfield taking on Arkansas as part of the division series in the Texas League playoffs. So our 6 teams that are eliminated: San Antonio, Amarillo, Corpus Christi, Wichita, Tulsa, and Arkansas. Well, not Arkansas, I do apologize, but Northwest Arkansas. There's our 6 ball clubs get eliminated from the getting in the playoff rounds. Yep. Frisco, Midland, Springfield, and Arkansas are the final 4 competitors that stand in the playoff rounds. But anyway, I got to say, 2 are finalists. May the best team win in that Texas League trophy. Deep to left. Watch it fly. It is off the wall. And that's going to put runners at second and third in scoring position with 2 away. I'm going to start all over again on the elimination list. It's Amarillo, San Antonio, Corpus Christi. We got Wichita, Northwest Arkansas, and Tulsa being out there, and that's going to drive in 2 runs, and look at that. Boy, San Antonio scores in a 2-run double by Ray Patrick Ditter. Now San Antonio leads it 11-7 here in this half inning. Michael Peterson coming up, a right-hander, 4-seamer, slider, 2-seam fastball. I'm going to say it is pretty good for the San Antonio Missions here tonight there at DCJ. Being really good, and 2 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run by Brandon Valenzuela. So far with another vote tally, Brandon Valenzuela could be the next San Antonio Mission getting into a chance of winning, just like third baseman Graham Polly, a gold glove to take home. That's high and fly in the air, and that's going to be right there, and that's the half inning over. 2 runs on a couple of base hits, no errors. And they leave 2 on base. Bottom of the 9th inning coming in. And it's San Antonio 11, Drillers 7. Well, this is it. We have 3 more outs, and that will conclude the final home game of the regular season here in Tulsa. So far, pretty good on that as well. We're back here for the bottom of 9. San Antonio leads at 11-7. Bottom of the 9th inning set to go for Tulsa right now in the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, I got to say, Bob, we have one more in the Texas League. We have Northwest Arkansas and Springfield. Cardinals win final score 4-3 against Northwest Arkansas. That would put the Springfield Cardinals still up at 2-win runs or 2-win games against the Arkansas Travelers, but anyway, pretty good on that. Well, we are last to the 9th inning here in DCJ Field, and final home game of this 2024 regular season. And so far, a lot of Driller fans are on their feet now as they get ready to cheer on the Tulsa Drillers in this final 9th inning frame. Got to say, pretty good as a lot of fans came out tonight. Total 12,000 have came out, filled up the seats, and so far this game was sold out at approximately 12,000 fans. They're showing their fans and their team a big pride of support, and that's what it is. Well, we are down to the bottom of the 9th inning, and so far San Antonio leads it 11-7 here in this ball game. Chris Aline coming in 2 for 4. Bottom of 9, 1-2-3 headed our way. Down and in a slider for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, so far it is pretty good ball game here tonight. A lot of fans are sad to see Tulsa go up to Wichita, but evidently Driller fans head to Wichita. From Tulsa to Wichita, it would be probably, 2.5, 3 hours from both cities? Well, probably so, but I'd take about 3. Ollie to third. De La Cruz gets him out. There's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Taylor Young.
Taylor Young, 2 for 4, double, single, and 2 RBIs of the night for Tulsa. Bottom of 9, San Antonio leading it 11-7 here in this one. Swing and a miss. The count now 0-1. You know, I will say that if San Antonio gets this win, it's not going to even scratch that third place position, not by a lot. Even though we are the third place, you know, San Antonio is third, Corpus Christi is 4, Amarillo down in last place. Northwest Arkansas, Tulsa, and Wichita down in last place. Our 6 eliminated teams after next week. 3, 4, and 5 in those places. 1 and 2. That is chopped foul, and still hanging on is the next batter, Taylor Young. And right there, swing and a miss, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, J-Man.
Well, the right fielder is David Keith, as he's the last man up here for the Drillers. Final man and final guy in this home game of the season. The pitch, that one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
5 to win it, but not sure if it will happen here in this one. No, you need a lot more home runs than what you're getting here in this one, John. I mean, you're down 7, and you look at it, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you would need 5 runs. You're right about that, John. 5 runs to win this ball game. Yeah, for sure, but I don't think that Tulsa is going to win it.
Ball, that's
I mean,
inside.
that's how much they need. They need 5 to win this game. 2 balls, 1 strike here. And the pitch. That is lifted foul, and it's 2-2. Final strike of the night as we get things going. Springfield 4-3 against Northwest Arkansas. That was a pretty good game there at Blue River Stadium. That one lifted high fly in the air, foul, and it's still hanging on at 2-2. I'll tell you one thing. I guess if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But anyway, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Well, that does it. And so far, San Antonio taking 2 of the 4 games of this 6-game set. So they'll have 76. And Drillers 61 and 69 of the year. So pretty good on that one. Well, everybody has played baseball, and so far pretty good on that. Go to our last regular 6-game sets. Our guys are getting ready to go home, and so far, so are we.
First for the victorious mission, 11 runs on 18 hits. No errors, they left 7 runners on base. For the Drillers, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, I gotta say, guys, it has been a absolute pleasure coming out. Bob, I know we got one more motel stay tonight here in Tulsa, and then we are headed back home first thing in the morning. Yeah, John, I gotta say, it has been fun. Well, for our San Antonio missions, they are headed home, and so are we. First of a 6-game set with the visiting Springfield Cardinals starting Tuesday night. Wichita and Tulsa will go head-to-head, so that'd be pretty nice. Well, got to look at our ball clubs and see what's going here in this one. Boy, that was a really good night here for our ball clubs. Let's see, we got Midland at Corpus Christi. We got Frisco at Amarillo. We got San Antonio. We got Springfield. Do apologize. At San Antonio. Let's see, Arkansas. At Northwest Arkansas. And then we got Tulsa at Wichita. Yep, pretty good right there, and so far it is. Tuesday the 10th. And there we go. Well, anyway, guys, I got to say it's been fun, and so far for the Drillers, we will see you guys next year. For all of us here in the Double-A Texas League, our final score, San Antonio 11, Tulsa 7. See, they're starting to shoot off the fireworks, and pretty good on that as they just cut the microphone off from downstairs, and so far pretty good on that. Well, Driller and San Antonio Missions are out on the field watching it, and so far pretty good on that. Well, the Missions have completed their road games, and so far it's one more homestand there in San Antonio as they'll take on Springfield Tuesday through Sunday of next week. Now for our final 4 ball clubs, we are wishing them the best of luck, and Bob, we are going to be road traveling, and so far we are going to head to Midland. Rough Riders and Rockhounds take each other on, and then we got Springfield and Arkansas going head-to-head as well. Well, for all of us, well, we got a big day tomorrow as we head home, and so far from Tulsa, we wish the Drillers best of luck there in Wichita. And so far, hope you guys have a good night rest while on the bus going to the porch, and so far that's pretty good as well. Well, for all of us and our outstanding crew here in the Texas League, our final score, one more time, San Antonio 11, Tulsa 7. So, got to say, we are off, and we'll see you on Tuesday night as we take on Springfield.